Yo, what's up guys, Nugget here. Welcome to game 4 of the 5-game Take-Two series. So for these two last games, these were honestly the scariest games that had to do. They're gonna be the most difficult, and they're gonna be the most challenging. Like in this first game, I almost lost. In the second game, I almost lost. Let's just go ahead and see how I navigate through and get to a win. So for this one, like I said in game 3, I'm actually versus a swordcraft adept, so he's also a master, so I have to assume that he knows what he's doing. Alright, so again, I toss back on 1-drops. I don't like 1-drops in Take 2. Even if I'm going first, I don't care. I'm not using them. Or sorry, I'm not playing them on turn 1. I'll play them later when the board is less, when there are more things for my opponent that my opponent has to deal with, so that way they can get in, you know, maybe more than 1 damage, or they can like trade up, and then I'll be fine. But I'm not playing them on 1. So here I have a turn 2, 3, 4, and 5 play. The 5 play will also get me a 6 play as well, so I'm in a good spot. He plays his own Naval Guard Simone. I have to trade into this fairy. I trade into this fairy because I do not want to get Kiss of the Princess like you saw me do in game 3 to my opponent, because that'd be really, really bad. So here, I just go ahead and I tempo out the Ruthless Assassin. So here, if he wanted to, he could have gone ahead and just traded into it, and that would have been fine. However, I find that most times people try to avoid trading into these things for as long as possible, and they either make low tempo plays when they can just, you know, give you the 2 HP that you wanted, or they just try to like ignore it completely and then just like sacrifice a big dude into it, which is also bad. So here, either any play my opponent wanted to go for, that would have been fine for me. The worst play, obviously, would be for my opponent to go like Hold Swing or Shield of Flame into a 2-drop. That would have been bad, because then that would mean that I can't play my Geno into this board. However, I know that he's going to ignore this because everyone ignores this. I don't always agree with it. However, it's Take 2. I'm assuming he wasn't playing around Geno, which is really awkward because, you know, you're a swordman. You should probably play around the Geno that you know I probably have in my hand. Anyway. So now when he passes, I know that he either didn't have anything to play, which is unlikely, or he just really wanted that face damage and wanted me to trade. But I'm not trading. Like I have the first evolve point, and I already know that you're gonna have issues dealing with this card. So I'm just gonna like keep up the pressure. I'm just gonna make it more annoying for you to clear. So now this turn I'm just gonna go Geno. Like, yes, I could have gone for Goblin Leader. However, I wanted to go for Geno because going for Geno makes it so much harder for my opponent to have a good time clearing this board. Additionally, if I go for Geno, that means that I have to use 1 less Evo right now. That's actually very good for me because this essentially means that I have 4 Evos to my opponent's 2. That's insane. If he has Luminous Mage, so be it. That's fine. I don't care. But here, I just go ahead and evolve. I just go ahead and trade, and I then go ahead and evolve. I use my first evolve aggressively because this Geno wasn't evolve for me. Like, it bought me an evolve. I still have 3 over my opponent. Here he goes Goblin Princess. I wasn't really thinking about this as a possible punish. However, he did do it. He evolves here, and he evolves into my 4/3. Now he does it, and you might be wondering, why did he do that? He does this because it's better for him to take 4 damage this turn. Sorry, it's better for him to take the 4 damage this turn than to, you know, be unable to play big creatures, because, oh well, any big creature I play, his 3-drop is gonna kill it for free, and I'm gonna feel bad because I just used an Evo to do that. Sword doesn't have swing card Evos. The only real swing card Evos that they have are literally Axe Destroyer. So yeah. So here I'm just gonna go ahead and play my own Goblin Princess. I don't need to evolve on this board. I don't. Like, no matter what evolve I make, the the Goblin Princess is dying, and the Geno's dying, but that's fine. This Geno, it let me get in 7 damage. That's so much. He put in so much fucking work. Geno is a team player. Geno is a god. Again, I want to pressure my opponent because I have 4 creatures in play. He's Sword. He doesn't have AoE. I don't need to worry about AoE whatsoever. Here, he goes Axestrayer, and in this game, it showed me something very very important that I realized for next game, in that you want to be the person who Axestrayer second. Particularly in this case, because my opponent has no evolve points left. I have an evolve point left, so it's gonna be bad for him. However, here, this turn, I realized that no matter what I was going to do, anything I evolved into that creature was gonna die. So I'd rather play out a creature that, you know, that does something before it dies. So hence why I played out Avantblader. I play out Avantblader here because, again, I get to draw 2, I get to, you know, see some options, I get to filter out my deck. 5 mana to cast the Avantblader is kind of a lot, particularly because the Avantblader doesn't really have the stats to support that, and generally it's usually going to be hard to play. So I choose to play it out here because this is going to be one of the few chances I get to play it. Additionally, with all the resources it's giving me, that this puts me in a good spot. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to evo into this. Then I'm going to bump my goblin into his goblin, as well as Quick Blader down his goblin. I do this because I do not want to give him a target for Kiss of the Princess. I want, if he uses Kiss of the Princess, for that creature to die that turn, for it to not, you know, get any value whatsoever. Like, I want him to take that -1. Just because right now we're in a simplified game state on the board, and I have more cards in play. I also have an Evo. I also have a Rush card in my hand as well, and this is very, very good for me. So if the game keeps up at this pace, I'm going to win. Here he goes Goblin King. I kind of figured that it's a no drawback play, and here he has Forged Weaponry. Alright, so you might be wondering why he prematurely played out this forged weaponry, and that's because on turn 6 I did not counter Axestrayer him. Now I could have, or whatever, and I could have just been baiting it, but obviously that was the best Axestrayer I was gonna get. So he knows that most likely I don't have an Axestrayer in my hand. Additionally, he also knows that at 5 attack. Sorry, that 5 HP with a goblin in play, there's almost assuredly no creature that there are many creatures that I can evolve into that and just kill it and just have it out and just be able to just like threaten him a lot. So he does this here in the hopes that I have to sacrifice not only my last Evo, so he doesn't have to worry about me killing him within Albert 2 turns from now, but also that most likely a big creature that I play is going to die. However, here I have the ultimate punish. I get to go Gruff plus Quick Blader, and here you see this Quick Blader trade up. This Quick Blader just helped me kill a 7/7. And I'm gonna have to use my last Evo. However, I have a 5/7 in play. He needs to have exactly Tsubaki or young Ogre Hunter Momo in order to not be in a bad spot. Because otherwise he's going to get cracked in the face for 5, he's going to drop down to 8, and then he's in Albert range. However, he plays out Momo, which is bad for me, obviously. And then he plays out a Mirage Defender. So here, that gives me a perfect target to just go ahead and just go Hero of Antiquity if I want to. However, when you're playing, you want to go wide first. Before you have to go tall. But here, my opponent plays out Leonidas, and it's like, whoa, up in the ante I see. So here, I have to play Hero. I don't have a choice. Like, this Leonidas, aka Abnidas, is going to decide this game one way or the other in the next 2 turns. Like, if my opponent has Grimnir here, I'm going to die. Like, straight up, I'm just going to die. So here, this turn, it's really important that I just go ahead and just turn up the pressure and just turn up the heat. I can threaten 2-turn lethal. He's out of Evos, and the scariest thing they could possibly have would again be the Grimnir, because if he has the Grimnir, I probably have to scoop. If he has What else? If he has Bahamut, I'd probably lose because then he plays Bahamut. His Leonidas resolve will be active, and yeah, that'd be bad for me. But still, we play to win. So I'm not clearing that Leonidas. I want him to do it himself, and I want to make it as hard for him to do it as possible. Thankfully, the Goblin King makes it so that he cannot trade into my hero. If he can't trade into my hero, that means I'm gonna win. But here, he goes ham as fuck and ups the stakes even more because he goes Jolly Roger, which gets ward that lets him trade into my Goblin King, and then he gets to trade into my hero. So yeah, now this is bad. Like if it had gotten Bane, he would have lost. Like if it had gotten Bane, he would have lost. If it had gotten Ward, if it had gotten Ward, it would have been better for me because it would have let me decide how I wanted to trade. But unfortunately, it got the rush. So now I have to figure out how exactly I'm gonna make these trades. Here, I just go ahead and go Geno. I go for the Geno because the Geno is the only way that I can clear all of this all at once without sacrificing that much damage. So I am going to trade. I'm just gonna make as many trades as I can, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and play Unica. So again, I do not kill this Leonidas. I physically cannot. I do not have Storm. I do not have outside damage. And here, I'm just gonna pray that he doesn't have 1 damage. So basically, I'm praying that please don't draw Quick Blader. Please don't draw Quick Blader. Please don't draw anything to buffs. He doesn't draw anything to buffs, so I get to win. Again, this game was actually insane. Like I don't even know. Like a lot of people say Queen of the Dread Sea is like whatever. It's like a meme, but like sometimes you get into these game states where the queen just like blows the game wide open. Like my opponent needed exactly those cards to stabilize the game. And yeah, like he got them, and I could have lost. If I didn't have that Geno, I was probably going to lose that game. But yeah, so that was game 4. Game 5 will be up shortly. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and leave a like. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't. If you did enjoy it, go ahead and let me know why down in the comments below. And I'll catch you guys next time. See you.